We need additional dollars, but what kind of dollars? Where do they go, and do they achieve results?
Those are the questions teachers, parents, and lawmakers are trying to answer. CCEA, one of the local teachers' unions, says the solution starts with how funds are distributed.
Every child gets the same amount of funding regardless of their needs, and this is a really old way to fund. It started in like the 1960s.
Executive Director John Velardita says that means students with more needs aren't getting more resources to help.
For example, on the high end, gifted and talented kids, GATE kids they're referred to, English language learners, the free and reduced lunch child that needs additional resources, or the at-risk child, the bottom 25% proficient.
Christy Ruffalo is a kindergarten teacher. Her class is filled with students who don't speak English.
They take a lot of they get extra texting, and there's a lot of extra work to kind of cater to their needs. There's also teachers spend their own money and supplies most of the time, and ELL kids take a lot more visual aids.
Velardita says there are 55,000 ESL students in Clark County.
84% of that population receives not one extra dime for their needs as an English language learner student. 9,000 do, that's only 16%. But that's not money that follows that 9,000 into the school. If that 9,000 isn't going to 38 designated schools, then they don't get it.
A shift to what's known as a weighted formula would change that.
And so the expectation is pretty high that fundamental change has to occur in the funding system so that we have adequate funding that goes directly into these buildings, follows the kid.
Rebecca Garcia is a parent and the vice president of the Nevada PTA. She agrees weighted funding will help, but she worries eventually the money will still run out.
And simply changing how we slice up the pie isn't enough. We need to increase the base so that there's enough money for things like textbooks, smaller class sizes, maintenance. The reality is we need a bigger pie.
Tiana Bonner, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
The teachers union says the bill that's expected to address weighted funding will come from Las Vegas Senator Mo Dennis. He's also the chair of the Senate Education Committee.